Hey now, my voice is a little shot. I just got back from vacation in Dubai and Maldives. I filmed a bunch of videos before I left for vacation and just dropped them down, scheduled them to be released Saturday after Saturday. I filmed up to this Saturday, which tomorrow, which will be Heiko Day. And so now we're on Walter O'Malley, which I'll drop in March. I can't believe it's March already. Some interesting stuff going on in the YouTube hobby. Jake, friend of mine, Legends Never Die, starting his own baseball card shop or LLC. So best of luck to Jake. Go ahead and support him. Also, someone I know pretty well, Steve Grad, is starting his own YouTube channel. And he's going to tell stories as well. And I always find these stories fascinating, especially from some like these original chasers that are willing to talk about it. So I'll leave his link below, and I'm sure Steve will talk about a lot of people. But one of the autographs I doubt he ever chased was Walter O'Malley. Walter O'Malley, obviously known as being the owner of the Brooklyn Dodgers, who subsequently moved them to Los Angeles. Revolutionary at the time. At the time when he decided to move them, there was no team west of the Mississippi besides like St. Louis and then Kansas City eventually. And he saw how successful these teams were. And he wanted to get like the first dome stadium because Ebbets Field was falling apart. And someone he insisted that the stadium be in Brooklyn, and another guy like George Moses, I think his name was, insisted that the stadium be in Queens, where the Mets play right now. And Moses would not sell him the land he wanted. And because of that, he said, listen, packing my bags and moving out west, just like the Clampets. And he was very successful, obviously, moving, well, was a very successful team at the time from Brooklyn to Los Angeles. Probably did not get the credit he was due until his passing, which was, I think, like around the 1970s. But he didn't get into the Hall of Fame until 2008. And I remember when he got elected, you got to get elected with Bowie Kuhn and someone else. But anyways, his autograph not terribly rare because of the fact that there's a lot of letters out there. He signed a lot of documents as owner of the Dodgers. So we'll take a look at those in a minute. And I think that the nicer the item, the more you're going to piss. It's got a little bit more expensive in the last few years. Terrible database. So you can see right here, we're going to start with baseball. And baseballs are rare. There are not a lot of them signed. What you're looking for with Walter O'Malley is a couple of things. Number one is you're looking for that flat plane pretty much, as you can see right here. The last letter of Walter as well as the Y here, or the Y usually looks more like a Z. You see how it comes down, it's like the E into the Y. So to me, it looks like a Z. That sometimes you do get the F into the O, other times you didn't. The W should be the highest point. It should come racing up, as you can see right here, then slowly fall. But again, it's pretty tough to forge his autograph. It's a very fluid autograph, as I would say right here. Now, to me, these are the most desirable types of autographs of Walter O'Malley, and that is the signed letters. So you can see right here again, the W races up. Then it starts to fall down, a nice flat plane. And then you see how the EY sort of it looks like a Z to me right here as well. But again, here the R breaks and it goes to F into the O'Malley. I've seen it where the R, the F, and the O we saw previously are all together, two strokes. But again, the Walter and the O'Malley should both be one single stroke. There shouldn't be any pen coming up. Again, if you get an F, great. If you don't get enough, it's still a good autograph. Again, right here's another one. Again, you can see the W doesn't start at the bottom and race up, but it's sort of raced up here. You see how it's falling down right here. You saw that R just drops right here. And then again, it's still a flat plane autograph, even though it's coming up. You can see the the Y looks like a Z down here. This is what you're looking for in Walter O'Malley autographs. Obviously, as you can see right here, checks do exist from Walter O'Malley. They're fairly rare. When he signs them, I've seen Dodger checks and like Dodger written in the Dodger check letterhead, let's say. You have personal checks right here. Again, You could see the W races up in all of these examples right here. It falls down to down to down. The R falls down. The E or the Z, as I like to call it, falls down as well at the end. And because it goes so fast, it makes it a tough signature. I'm going to skip on this one. It's kind of tough for me to see. The problem is a lot of the letters you're going to see, he signed Walt or Walter. And because of that, to me, it's not as desirable because there are enough Walter O'Malley autographs out there that for me personally, unless it's great content, I wouldn't settle on a Walt only autograph. Again, this one's at the sign here. This is a really cool for 1942. But even back then, Walter O'Malley, you see the F to the O'Malley. And again, you see how it looks like a Z right here coming up. And again, you can see the W still races up, even though this is sideways, this autograph. A couple more right here. Again, beautiful Walter O'Malley autograph. See how it comes down, shoots up and around like this, and again, falls down like that. Again, races, the R falls down. The E is a little more pronounced here, doesn't look quite like a Z, but still, you can see how it's falling down right here. He rarely dashed the O for O'Malley, but you can see right here, it does happen, did happen, I should say, once in a while. Last but not least, we have this one right here. Again, see how it's the flat plane right here. Again, this is a little bit nicer. The E goes to the Y. It doesn't look, it's like a Z, but it's falling down here. The R is falling down a little here. And again, the W zooms up and then slowly filters back down. Now, looking on eBay, you could see, like, for example, a cut. Again, and I think these are all good. I didn't see any fakes on eBay right now. You could see one sold this year for $136, about what it should go for. And again, a little bit nicer, went for $384. Then a letter, a little bit of content, not much, went for $239 and was signed Walt only. Moving on to Heritage 2023, again, they had a beautiful letter, but this had good content. We talk about content. This is about selling stocks, I guess. So someone really liked this content because it went for almost $4,000, which is a lot of money, obviously, for a Walter O'Malley autograph. But again, just looking at it, you can see the W falling, you can see the Z looks like, and that's falling down, and the R falling. So I'm looking more at the autograph than the content. Again, here's another one. Again, a beautiful autograph about someone I think liked the content, though, about keeping the Dodgers in Brooklyn. And again, you can see it has a perfect Z that I like to talk about, the Racing W up. And again, this sold for over $1,000. That seems like, again, very high. A letter should be $400 to $500. But there was a beautiful one right here, like 2015. Again, no good content, but I love the letterhead, love the Brooklyn Dodgers, full Walter O'Malley signature. Sold for $240. Like, that's what you want to see. And again, I looked at REA real quickly to see what I could find, anything recent sales. Nothing too earth-shattering. $980. You could see one again here. Let's see what this one. This sold in 2020, so a while ago. So I think it had a little bit of a COVID spike. Sold for $360. I don't know what the Fresco Thompson. Again, this is a personal letterhead. But still, it's good. I could tell from here without even not blowing it up. Even blowing it up, you can see how, again, that Z falls down. It's falling down. I'm playing the F O'Malley. So this is because he was also the legal attorney for Brooklyn. He was a lawyer. So, that's a lot of Walter O'Malley. 8 minutes of Walter O'Malley. I did not think I would go that long. So, Steve Grant, if you're watching this, good luck doing 8 minutes on Walter O'Malley. But we're going to move from Walter O'Malley to the forgotten one, let's say Buck O'Neil. So, always appreciate everyone watching, and as always, keep collecting.